from Monroe County, Representative Scavello.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I remember growing up when I would be repetitive with my dad. I'd try to repeat the same thing when I wasn't getting my way. And he would say, la stessa canzone, the same song. You know, I sat back there for 4 years. 4 years, stood at that back mic, and brought up the fact that we were not funding our pensions. The pensions were underfunded. We tried to put an amendment on the floor to take care of that issue. Since we've talked about the Rendell years, let's talk about it. In the last 4 Rendell years, we put $1,441,898,000 into the teachers' pensions. Does anyone know what the number should have been? Just shy of $2.7 billion. In the state employees, under the last 4 Rendell years, we put $469 million. It should have been $975 million. In the first 3 Corbett years, $998 million. So just add that $2.6 billion that in the first 3 Corbett years in the pensions for the teachers, and that other $998 million that went into the CSRS, were approximately $3.6 billion of an underfunded pension system, which I really haven't heard much about. That's a tremendous amount of money. We talk about education and the fact that it was cut. I'm going to throw a number out to the folks. $5,493,042,229. $5,493,000. I dare anyone to challenge it. Please find me at any time in the history of this Commonwealth more state dollars in basic education. You won't find it, folks, not state dollars. And I heard from the earlier speaker, don't talk about stimulus money. Stimulus money is what was created that problem. You know, I talked about the letter that the Senate sent out warning school districts, be careful. Better yet, my own family was affected because of stimulus dollars. My daughter got a promotion in her school district because of stimulus dollars, and I told her to be very careful. Don't bank on it, because that is money that school district is not going to have in future years. And sure enough, she was put back into the classroom. And that has happened across this Commonwealth. Philadelphia, in the last 4 Rendell years, received over we put $1 billion into basic education, new money. Philadelphia got 25% of that money. 25% of that $1 billion went to Philadelphia. $248 million. The school districts that we mentioned earlier, a couple of the members mentioned, in the rural areas, those rural areas got shafted in those budgets. The inner cities did very well. 10, 5, 15, 20 million at one shot. And meanwhile, my school districts were counting coins because they had 176,000, 636,000, 445,000. We were hurting, so I feel the pain. But in a way, I'm kind of blessed, because we didn't get the dollars and they didn't grow their budgets. They were warned, folks. That money wasn't going to be there. How can you grow a budget? It's almost, and I've said this before, it's like a business going to the bank on Friday to borrow money to pay their employees. What's going to happen the following week and the following week after that? That's what we faced. Our governor walked into office with $4.1 billion less dollars, $4.1 billion less dollars than the prior governor, between the stimulus money and the $1 billion shortfall that he had in revenue. And you know, for the last couple of years, and I didn't hear much of it today, so I'm really thankful in a way that we've been leaving $1 billion on the table, $1 billion on the table. Thank God we didn't listen. Could you imagine if we spent that billion anticipating that revenue, the mess we would be in here today? I'm telling you, folks, this is a great budget, because we're putting ourselves and we're living within our means. I recommend you guys please support 1437. I'd like anyone to question those numbers and tell me what happened and where did those dollars go. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.